Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Beyond Reality, coming to you from the staff retreat in Canada. I'm so excited to be here, and I've had such an amazing time. So this is for the week, September 19th. So we're going to have a look into the energies that are currently around, especially with our soul group specifically for this week, and just looking into some guidance that can help us sort of like ease and get through this week. So the first thing I also want to share with you guys too is we also have Beyond Mystic YouTube page, so 003, and you can see that there's a lot of good shows that are coming up here with the girls and everything. So please like, share, subscribe. There's a lot of amazing info to check out at the moment. JC and Julie and Janine and all of us girls are working hard to get a lot of information out there. I just also managed to catch this one, Beyond Disclosure, the other day with JC and Dick. That was a really great episode, and I've been hearing a lot of good things about that too. We also have the 10% off booking code for those of you that are booking a starseed reading or a mystical oracle reading with me, and I've been having so much fun reading for all of you. So please use the 10% off discount code, which is Beyond Mystic in all capitals on masonjupiter.com. And for those of you that have been sending me messages, I am only taking bookings through Mason Jupiter, and those girls have been so amazing helping me out with everything. So yeah, please, all bookings going to Mason Jupiter, and use the 10% discount code Beyond Mystic in all caps. That would be great. So yeah, this will be interesting looking into this week's energy ahead. Let's jump in and see what's coming up for this week. And we do have an oracle card as well that I have pre-picked. So I've got a little bit of a pulse on it, but let's just have a look into the tarot for this week too and see what Spirit is navigating or helping us with. What do we need to know for this week? Okay, they're giving me the word dream, and I'm hearing the word collective dream. I'm actually getting like a downloading of information. So they're saying that there is a dream that's been seeded into the collective, and they're showing me this. I feel like collectively they're talking about our soul group and about the Beyond Mystic family. So let's have a look into what cards are coming up around this too. We've had such a great time here. I'm very tired. A lot of travel. But it's been an amazing time, and I feel so grateful and beyond blessed to be here as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I'm just going to feel into these before we flip them over. So yeah, they're just reaffirming that there's like a collective dream that's been seeded into the consciousness at the moment. I am actually seeing this come in from like different ET realms. I actually am being shown sort of like a turquoise colored being and a collective. They're showing me like a pool of water, and I'm seeing what looks to be like a dripping of energy and a dripping of information that's being seeded into our consciousness and reality from outside of our matrix. So they're showing me this beautiful energy that's come in. I feel that they're trying to reach out and assist with us through dream time too. They keep showing me it's like they're trying to help us to get onto like a positive track or positive, how would I say? It's almost like a positive program or a positive version of future is what they're trying to show me. They're showing me that there's, I guess, some that is like out of alignment, or things that are being programmed from like the dark or the deep state side of things. So they're showing me that there is like a whole nother pathway or a whole nother program that's oscillating or vibrating on a higher picture. So let's flip these cards over. So we have Queen of Wands, the Strength card, the 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and we also have the 6 of Swords. So we are being directed, we're being told to specifically come into this empowerment. So Queen of Wands, you know, as we've talked about before on here as well, she's this beautiful energy. For me, she's always kind of like that graduation, excuse me, going from Princess of Wands, who, you know, gets pulled down into the fear, she gets suppressed, she gets basically like pulled into like lower frequency, lower energy, even though she strives to make things bigger and better and to hold this light. Whereas like with Queen of Wands, we see here the cat is very tiny. In my particular favorite deck as well, with the Queen of Wands, you know, she has the cat under control. She has the fear under control. So this is about not buying into any fear, not buying into any program and things that could be coming up through this week, holding strength And also, you know, I always see with the sunflower too, there's a bit of teacher energy, but it's teaching by example. So definitely like holding this higher frequency, this vibration. We have the strength card too. So like this is not our first rodeo, is the words that I just heard Spirit say. So we also have Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords for me, or a lot of the eights, it really is like looking at like where we're fixed or we're stuck or stagnant, but to do with like our own kind of creation. So when we're looking at this like on a collective level, it's also to look at it collectively, like where have we been stuck? What patterns and things have kept us limited and things in the past? Because it's Eight of Swords too, it's also looking at like our mental patterns and things that are coming up for this week. What is it that we need to break free from? What is it that we need to, and this will come up a little bit more when we do the Oracle card, but what is it that we need to kind of like reestablish within ourselves for this week? Nine of Cups for me is a card that represents happiness. It's a Piscean sort of like go with the flow energy as well as Jupiter energy. So it can sometimes be about like growth and expansion and things. What's interesting is we have it come up directly after the Eight of Swords. So this is sometimes like when we feel mentally limited or stuck within a program or not knowing like how to kind of shift out of things. How can we emotionally tap into what it is that we want to feel and what it is that we want to, I guess, anchor? So with the Six of Swords, this is Gemini energy. And we know this to be a card of sort of like traveling or transition or sort of like moving into something new. So there could be a new era that we're moving into, but it's also known as the card of science. And I'm just getting little tickles on my crown chakra as we're talking about this. So with this card of science or this card of Six of Swords, it's also looking at, for me, Spirit always shows me that veil between worlds. So we have another veil or another kind of reality that's really trying to anchor at the moment. They keep showing me dream seeding. So I really do feel pay attention to your dreams at the moment. They're trying to give us a new compass type direction too, is what I feel. So let's just get some clarifiers. I'm just picking from where it feels drawn in the deck. It's been so beautiful to be here in Canada and to experience the warmer weather here, the fall. So now I've had snow here and I've also experienced the fall. And I'll be heading back to springtime in Australia. So it's really interesting just seeing the different seasons in the different places and just being so important on a soul level, having that family connection time here. So we have 4 cards that are coming out. And I'm just going to feel into these. This is interesting. The energy that's coming up, I do feel they're giving me the word transcending. For those that are like willing to tap into the dreams and things that are being seeded within this reality, there is like a different pathway of being able to transcend different things that are coming in. What I keep seeing is like light body also coming up. And I think we mentioned this in the reading for last week. We talked about how to kind of like feed into the energy of the plasma body, how to kind of like start to activate this. So for those of you that are doing that, that are kind of like on that path where you're, you know, consuming foods that also are building the light body, whether it be like sprouts or, you know, doing like high vibrational foods and things too, you will start to get more of that sensitivity towards what's being dream seeded into our reality. And I really do feel that there's beings outside of our matrix that are really trying to guide and help us, is the energy they keep reiterating and showing. So we have a 5 of Swords, an 8 of Discs, Ace of Wands, and a 4 of Swords. So they're definitely talking about dream seeding, because one of these cards in particular is my seeding card, and the other one represents meditation or sort of stasis or dreaming. So we have 5 of Swords. So there is active work to try throw us out of this dream seeding. And I know it can sound like woo, or it can sound like ultra spiritual, talking about like, you know, receiving messages in the dreams and things. But for the 5 of Swords, it's known as a card of defeat. So there's certain energies, there's certain things that are trying to keep people in this deflated, defeated mode. So this is why it's super, super important to start to bring these seedings into our reality. So with the 8 of Discs, it's Virgo and Sun energy. So it really is about like tapping into the purity of that source, of those higher dimensionals that are working with us. The only way I can sort of describe the beings that I'm seeing, it's Still different to kind of like the avatar type beings, but if we imagine like a turquoise type being that is, like big eyes, I keep seeing them in sort of like glowing pools of water and nature, and there's kind of like a bioluminescence that's in this water. The other thing that I also see with them is that we had sort of spiritual beings like that in Lemurian times that were helping to dream seed in Lemurian times, because I keep seeing a connection. It's not the first time that they've tried to work with us or assist. I do feel sort of like higher, like eighth dimension and beyond. Ace of Wands. So this is very high level energy. It's there for us if we want to retrieve that kind of frequency, that energy, but it has to be done through meditation, through kind of switching out to everything else. So make time to go offline, make time to go within. Sometimes they just keep giving me the word stasis pod. So this could even be like meditating and visualizing yourself on a stasis pod. They're actually telling me to do a quick mini one just now. So let's just do like a quick visualization. So I'll just get you all to take a couple of deep breaths with me. Just inhaling all the way in. Exhaling all the way out. Feeling a release specifically through your crown chakra, all the way down your spine. Letting anything pop or crack or stretch if you need to, just fully letting it release, release, release. Breathing all the way in. And also just being aware of this beautiful golden orb of protection that you have around you, calling that in, asking Archangel Michael to come in and support. And I just want you to place your hands, whether on your lap, but in the upright position, and just feeling aware of the available frequency at the moment and noticing how the high intensity of the electricity and the vibration of the times that we're in right now. And I just want you to visualize that you're in like a crystalline stasis type pod. Some of you might recognize it as a medbed type situation. We have these on board UFOs and things too. And I just want you to visualize that little pod, almost like a little float tank would be the way to describe what I've seen on board UFOs and things. And visualizing all these like luminous balls of light, energy balls. These little beings are called Asheni, and they're also known as cleanup crew. So just visualizing all of these golden and blue balls of golden light and blue balls of light just spiraling around you, coming in close to the physical, clearing out anything that no longer needs to be there, like little Pac-Men, helping to take away anything that might have been weighing you down or burdening you or making you feel heavy. I want you to then visualize and see them going into the etheric layer and helping to clean up anything that no longer needs to be there on an etheric level, taking away any karmic contracts, any strings, any energies that are no longer needed for the progression of where you're going in future. I want you to then also see stepping out further into the mental body, cleaning up anything on a mental level that's not supposed to be there anymore. Any threads or attachments or contracts or agreements, any programs or words and things that you no longer wish to have within your reality. I want you to decreate, destroy, delete. We're going to just visualize the Asheni going in and cleaning out anything on an emotional level that doesn't need to be there. They're also expressing such a high level of love that they have for humanity, in wanting to help us be detached from anything of a lower or negative influence. I want you to go into the astral and just see this beautiful Asheni coming in and protecting and strengthening and giving us fortitude in the astral realms as well, and adding a little barrier of protection. Just breathing and feeling that anchored in the here and now, feeling yourself strong and strengthened within this pod and revitalized. And I want you to just visualize the little Asheni going in on the spiritual level and also strengthening, bringing fortitude. They bring love and compassion as well. Feeling them help connect you with your higher self and connection back to the divine. Taking a big deep breath in Feeling your chakra system lighting up, seeing that golden aura being reinforced, feeling that connection with those beautiful beings working with us on a higher dimensional energy, knowing that they have our backs, knowing that they're fully surrounding and supporting us too, helping guide us through anything that we might need navigation through for this week, and just coming back into the room when you feel ready. So, definitely important to meditate, as we saw with the cards. I just saw it was 15:15 on my little clock here. So let's just mention a couple of things before we head into the final oracle card as well. And I'd love to hear your comments, how you felt with that little process, what you saw, what you felt, what you heard, what you experienced. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Let me just click onto this. And we have here as well the Cosmic Blueprint Astro Special. This will be on Rumble, so please make sure to sign up for this, or to make sure you have your notifications. This will be on September 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's with Janine, JC, Julie, and Meg, some of my favorites, as you guys know. So this will be amazing. And it is a special report too. And it's so important, especially with what the girls were telling me last night in terms of what we have coming up in the not too distant future. Astrologically, we really need to be aware about it. So yeah, make sure to please catch that one. It's going to be really special. We also have the little reminder as well for Beyond Mystic. Please like, share, subscribe. And we all love it when you guys do little comments and things and share it with your friends, because the more that we can get this information out there, the more that we can help people to navigate through these specific times too, and to also have a positive influence and a sense of family and connection through these times. And if you would like to book a reading with me, please head on over to Maison Jupiter for your 10% off discount code. Please apply Beyond Mystic in all caps. And I look forward to reading with you all for starseed readings and oracle readings. And my clients that I've had are just, I'm so super grateful for you guys. It's just been so beautiful to get to know you all and to meet with you one-on-one. And I really enjoy these sessions and these times. And I will share with you the final card, the oracle card. And we are reading from the Oceans and Mystic Oracle deck today. And I've just borrowed, I just want to say thank you to Janine for lending me her tarot cards, and Julie for lending me this beautiful ocean deck. So yeah, the Ocean Dreams Mystical Oracle deck. So the card that I picked is in a compass. And I'm just going to hold this up close. You can see this gorgeous polar bear and the moon. And look at this. Is swimming in the water, and there's this luminous light that comes through with this as well. So, following your true north, soul purpose, and visionary quest, I am guided by my inner compass of purpose and intuition. I have faith in my vision. I am resilient to challenges. I am guiding light into intrepid soul. I am the guiding light to intrepid souls. Polaris has navigated humanity across the vast seas and parched deserts since the dawn of time. This bright star is easy to spot in the night sky by charting the Great Bear constellation, which stands out amongst the infinite star fires and even the city lights. And I think down under, I think we call this the saucepan or the Big Dipper as well, with the North Star. And I actually used to have the constellation in freckles when I was younger. It was something that I had from a very young age. They're a little bit more blended with some other stars now that I'm a bit older. But with this one, Polaris is also called the North Star because it sits still in the North Pole, where the rest of the northern sky turns around. When we know our true north, we have the bearings in the world. Polar bear means sea bear in ancient tongue, and the majestic creature thrives in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth with the north of the Arctic Circle. Its wide fur blends perfectly within the snowy landscapes, enabling it to move through silently despite being the largest predator on the land. With a water-repellent coat and a deep fat reserve, it's insulated from icy harshness, undeterred in its visionary quest. So the question to ask yourself in reflection with this week is, where is my true north guiding me? So it makes sense why we had all of those other cards come up too. And also with, higher spirit and beings wanting to get us back to our true north and kind of detach from everything that's not our true north. So polar bear embodies fortitude, courage, pure of spirit. We may call upon the powerful guide when we are moving through unknown waters in pursuit of our soul's calling. This card rallies you to stay true to your mission, even if there is no shore in sight. So let the soul purpose be your own North Star. It will not lead you astray. Polar bears are able to rest on a floating sea of ice, to replenish yourself with the moments of grounding and self-care in times of instability. So you may have within you an inner compass born of integrity. It speaks of you via intuitive whispers, which is also these beautiful beings that we were talking about before. So when we wash away the ego dramas, the judgment, the comparison, the conditioning, it is the direction that becomes clear. So just as Polaris is obvious star in the sky, the guidance that you seek is often in plain sight. So patiently waiting for you to notice the sparkling signs all around you. Have faith, dear one. The soul map lights up when you follow the cosmic breadcrumbs of synchronicities. So that is what I have for you guys this week. I love you all very much, and I'm just beyond blessed and grateful for all of the just connection and the experiences that I've had here. And it's been so much fun. I haven't wanted to go to sleep. I've wanted to just like squeeze out every little moment that I could while I've been here with the beautiful Beyond Mystic team and soul family. And yeah, I just wanted to share this little video with you guys. Love you all. Have a beautiful week.